Today on XDA Developer TV, I say goodbye to Windows Phone 8. For many of you that don't know me, I've been a long-time Android user and fanboy. From when I first started using Android on my original HTC Vogue with Android 1.5 and 1.6 to go into a Samsung Galaxy i7500L running GAOSP. Then I eventually switched to the Samsung Galaxy S original i9000, which led me to the i90-100, which then led me to the i747M Galaxy S3. All running their respective versions of CyanogenMod. Just wanting to try something new after having been using Android for so long, and I know I don't like iOS. It's just not for me. The simplicity of it is just too simple. So I decided to trade in the Galaxy S3 and come out with the Ativ S. For the first few weeks, loved it. The interface is smooth. The way everything just works, it's very logical, and Windows Phone 8 is just really nice. But then I started having weird little issues. The first big downfall of Windows Phone, it has to be the apps. I mean, there's not even a proper Facebook application, and only a couple of weeks ago they released a usable Twitter application. Sure, there was some third-party stuff that did the job, but still not nearly as good as the first-party releases on either iOS or Android, really. Another issue I was having with the phone is data usage. Normally on Android, I mean, I use my phone a fair bit, and not always on Wi-Fi, and I did have a 6 gig plan, and I don't think I had ever gone over 2 gigs of data. That's even watching a little bit of Netflix or a few things through Plex. Just not crazy heavy usage. But when I switched to Windows Phone, I noticed my data usage nearly tripled. There was this one time it said overnight I checked the data logs on the self-serve page for Bell Mobility, and it said that it had used 1,700 megs overnight while it was connected to Wi-Fi. It's like, what happened? It was connected to Wi-Fi. And yes, I went in and actually changed the settings so it permanently stays connected to Wi-Fi even in sleep mode. That was a new setting in the latest version of Windows Phone 8. But no, it still just liked to use data for no reason at all. Some other issues I ran into with the phone, so this is kind of like a Windows Phone / Samsung kind of issue. I actually switched mobile providers from Bell Canada to Koodo. When I switched, the Ativ S has the option, and so does Windows Phone 8, to manually edit your APNs. So it wasn't a big deal because I had originally set up my phone. But when I did it, I could not get MMS to work. It would not send a message or even receive a message. Where the MMS wasn't working, I decided to wipe the phone. Now, Windows Phone 8 has this backup and restore option that is pretty awesome, actually. It backs up, it remembers, it's very similar to Android's, actually, in what it remembers and what it can, only it does actually back up your text messaging and everything. So I was pretty happy. I just went ahead and wiped the phone to try to see if that would maybe let the MMS work again. But after I wiped and relogged in, you can only do the restore on cellular data if you have a cell connection. There's no way to do it if you skip that option at first. No longer being on the Bell network that the phone got purchased with, it didn't have the APN information built into the phone for Koodo, who I'm now on. So I couldn't actually get an internet connection. It won't let you connect to Wi-Fi. It's a really, really, really stupid way to design the restore process. So let's just leave it at that, and we'll say I am now officially back to Android. I'm going to sell my Ativ S, and right now I'm going to use the Galaxy S2 that I purchased. But as soon as I can get my hands on an HTC One, I will be doing that. I'm kind of looking forward to the S4 as well, but really wasn't that impressed with anything new. There's really nothing new because I'm going to be switching to CyanogenMod right off the bat anyway, as soon as that's available. So I'm going to lose all those new features that they're actually promoting with the Galaxy S4. So I think I'm just going to go with the HTC One. I really like the way it's designed, and I haven't been with HTC since the Vogue that I mentioned earlier. I'm actually thinking about doing app shootouts, so let us know in the comments if you think that might be a good idea between Android, iOS, and Windows Phone. If I could get my hands on a Z10, I'll gladly do them on those as well. Be just nice to actually see the different apps for all the different operating systems. Thanks for watching. If you want to check me out, you can check me out at youtube.com/ELECTROZ or youtube.com/angrybeards. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do, and I'll see you again next week.